there is a very classic picture of the Pahari woman carrying 60 kilograms on her head with a smile on her face. And the gender phrase was Jal Jangal Zameen. Now that has changed. That woman is now wearing jeans and t-shirts. She is educated, she has a smartphone, and she has access to all the information just like any urban dweller.
अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए एक अच्छा सा घर बना सकूं और गाड़ी हो अपनी
हिसाब से मेरे घर की सिचुएशन है उस हिसाब से मतलब कहते हैं ना कि नाम रोशन करना ऐसे कुछ
कि खुद का अपना एक घर हो। मेरी 4 बहनें हैं ना, उनके लिए अच्छे मतलब उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन सारी पूरे करना चाहती हूँ।
बहुत कुछ बदल जाएगा। सबसे पहले तो रिस्पेक्ट मिल जाएगी।
मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरा बाहर अच्छा सा एक कमरा हो, अपना घर खुद का।
मैं एक अपना बहुत बड़ा सा घर बनाऊँ और एक वहाँ पे एक मेरा एक कमरा हो, उसमें उसको मैं बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बनाऊँ।
Major discussion on climate change is concerned with emissions and their mitigation. If you live here and if you see here, we really don't have any emissions or very minimal. When we are talking about climate change, its impacts or how to respond to it, then the good design of anything, whether it's a gadget or a policy, takes the user into account. So what I would urge is that in the global discourse, at the local level, you have to put the human beings first. If you have accepted my thesis that a change has occurred and reality is that urbanization is taking place, then the first thing would be to build better in old areas. For example, Almora is a 500-year-old town, so you are not starting with a clean slate. The next big step is to attract town planners, architects, soil engineers who can develop this. You see, because this area is, there aren't many rich people in the sense. So these are mostly low income or low middle class income. So they can't themselves afford this technical expertise. So there must be somebody who will help them and guide them how to do it better, because they are spending some money, which also means that they see a future, because if I did not see any future here, then why would they build? So when we are talking about the impacts of climate change, you need experts who will help people learn to live with these changes that are occurring. If we move to the slightly rural areas, we need to develop more livelihood options which are non-farm and which are simple, which maybe require simple skills but can be used locally. For example, stitching. Everyone needs clothes. Some use of technology to improve living conditions. Because ultimately what this does is that if they are happy living wherever they are, then they don't have to migrate and add to the burden of urban slums. So finally, what I would say is that for people who have an interest in climate change, help us to build better so that we don't end up in a position where we have to build back better.